see if we got this hooked up. See if this is connected. Get everybody a minute to come in to the room. Need some light. It's so dark today. Hey girl, hey. Oh, that's bright. Okay, that's bright. Okay, that's a little bright. Y'all won't even believe what just happened to me at the bank. I'm waiting for everybody else to get here, y'all, so I can tell y'all the story of what just happened to me at the bank just, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago now. I'm sorry I'm late. I said I was going to be here at 6 o'clock. I was not trying to be intentionally on colored people time, but it happened. I really was going to be on time. And I would have been on time had it not been for the bank. If it wasn't for what just happened to me at the bank, y'all, I'm like, my daughter was like, breathe. It's okay. It's going to be okay. I'm like, I said, you can tell I'm upset. She's like, yeah, I can tell. I was like, okay. Ooh, I'm still kind of shaking a little bit, like, because I did not expect that. I mean, I had a good day. I did. I hope everybody else had a good day. Go ahead, give me a thumbs up if you had a good day. I had a good day. I got up, went got my nails done. We went and got sushi. We were trying to do the at Sushi Row. They have a 2-for-1 on Thursdays. Well, it's after 7 p.m. But we didn't know that. We was just like, oh, Thursday, getting our nails done on Thursday. So we just go ahead and grab us some sushi at the same time. Anyway, it wasn't 2-for-1. But anyway, we still had a good time. A friend of mine and her daughter joined, and we ended up going shopping because her birthday is coming up. And so we went shopping for her a birthday dress and checked out some places in the mall with the girls. And then the girls did this Uber ticket raffle thing, and one my baby won a prize. The other one didn't. And I don't see how she didn't win because she had the most like little things or whatever, but she still didn't win. But anyway, they had fun, and I was like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and you know get go to the bank and then head home. Like everything made sense. Everything was on time, y'all. I went to the bank and I'm withdrawing some money to put into my BBVA account. Now, typically I don't do this, but Wise has been taking a longer time to transfer money. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and just withdraw the money from the bank and then deposit it into my BBVA account. Whatever. Since I'm here, I'd rather just do it that way. It's quicker. Go ahead and get everything taken care of. Boom. Rent's due like in a couple days. So I'm like, trying to be ahead of things, right? So boom, I did that or whatever. But I went to one and it couldn't give me as much as I needed. So I'm like, okay, boom. So I end up going to another ATM. That ATM said you can only withdraw up to, I don't know, a certain amount of money. So I was like, okay, cool. Withdrew from that one. Cool. So I need to go to another ATM. That's what I did. Went to another ATM. Went to HSBC Bank or whatever. There are a couple banks. Even though I bank with BBVA, here I do not withdraw money from them because they don't let you decline the conversion. And baby, they be cracking over the head like, I don't know, like $50, $60 every time I try to withdraw money. Jack, stop. So I was like, I'm not going to withdraw money from them. So I use Banorte, HSBC, or Scotiabank because I think Scotiabank is like a flat rate 100 uh, with the VAT included. HSBC is like 89 pesos with the VAT included. You can decline the conversion, whatever. So it keeps, everything. Anyway, so at the HSBC, the max you can withdraw was like 9,500. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just go ahead and withdraw this. That way I have everything I need and a little extra since I'm going out this weekend, so I'm gonna need to pay for nannies and be splitting checks and all this other stuff. So it's like, okay, cool. Y'all, when my money came out and before I could put my fingers on it, it sucked it back in. I'm talking about it was like it came out, I'm right here, and it said and sucked my money right back up. So I'm asking my daughter, like, did you see the money come out? And she was like, but she was fooling with something else, right? And I'm like, you didn't like I saw it come into my hand, and before I could it sucked it right back in. Y'all, I was like, huh? I know this ATM did just not just suck my money back in, 9,500 pesos. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so I'm looking around like, did anybody else see this? Nobody, it's just me. So now I'm like, am I going crazy? I hear the person beside me. Apparently their ATM did the same thing. So I don't know if this was like a glitch in the system. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right? It's after hours. Banks closed. Ain't nothing I can do. Just take a picture of my receipt or whatever and go to another ATM and withdraw the money to deposit. And I was like, oh, okay, right. I'm trying to get it together. So I went to one of the BBVA branches to deposit money. Well, the ATM I walked up to, it was down. It was and it couldn't take deposits. So I'm like, oh, that's why this one didn't have nobody in front of it. So I'm like, okay. So I walked to the other one, the one that's inside Alta Brisa Plaza. It's always empty. So I'm like, I should just went there first. So I go over there and I'm trying to deposit the money, right? And you can only deposit up to so many bills at a time or whatever. So I'm depositing the money and I make two deposits. The first deposit, I'm trying to put 12,000 pesos in the what you call it. It kicks back a 500 peso bill, right? And it's like it won't accept it. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, y'all, I think this bill fake. I'm not gonna lie, the bill looked fake. It looked fake to me, so I can imagine. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, so I go to make a second deposit, but then because I'm upset, right? I'm frazzled because the ATM already done sucked in my 5,900 pesos. I'm running late to this. I ain't gonna sit up in front like y'all ain't nobody, but I kind of was like, well, I might not even do this today. And then the thing then kicked the 500 peso bill back to me, and I'm looking at it like, now this other bank just gave me this bill because all I had was 200 pesos, like two 100 peso bills. That's it, right? And so I know I ain't had this bill. It was not in my wallet because I'm the worst at keeping money on me. I'm like, where the hell this bill come from? I know it just came from the bank. So if it just came from the bank, then y'all should take this bank, right? So I'm like, how sometimes you put the quarters in the vending machine and you got to take it out, and you got to put it back in there again. So I'm like, I'm gonna just put it in with this one, right? So I'm standing there, count the money, I go to put it in. When I tell you it took all the other money and gave me that sketchy looking 500 peso bill back, one of the other bills was even ripped, and I'm like, if it ain't take that bill, it ain't gonna take this one. So in my mind, I'm mentally prepared, like, oh, okay, seeing it's not gonna take this one or it took the ripped one. It took the ripped one, but did not take that 500 peso bill. I was like, I think this joint really is sketchy. And I compared it to the other ones. Now this one had Frida Kahlo on it. And then the other ones had, I believe it's Benito Juarez. I believe that's who on the other one. Baby, that Benito Juarez ones, all of them went through. That Frida Kahlo one, I still got it, y'all. It looks sketchy. Look it looks it look. Oh, they both got it. This one, the Frida Kahlo. Because when I looked at them, something don't look right in comparison. I don't have another one in here. I just got 50s, but something don't look right when you put this one beside the other ones. Something about it is not right. I don't know. Oh, Benito Juarez is on the back, but something about her just look a little off to me when I was looking, and I was like, I think it. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front to you. I think it's fake. I don't know. I can't tell y'all if it is. I can't. Anyway, so that's what happened to me today. Whatnot. So yeah, I was a little late. I was on color people time. Um, we're gonna have to get up in the morning, go to the bank, like the old people. I'm trying to be there when the door open. Like, yo, where the rest, where the rest of my money at? Um, and just hoping that they can do something, like they can, um, I don't know, they can do something to kind of put my money. Hey, they can do something to kind of make my money pop up. I, y'all, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. I reached out to my homegirl. She said she was a banker for 10 years and they can go count the machine and the machine should show. I'm trying to think of the word. The, the y'all, I'm in a loss for words. Anyway, yeah, listen, y'all, I'm telling you, the bill looked, I was like, what's wrong with it? I'm telling you, one of the bills was ripped. And I'm like, oh, if it ain't take this one, it ain't gonna take the. It took a ripped bill, but did not take my sketchy looking. Listen, I definitely got it from the ATM just right there. Y'all was like, my baby, she's so sweet, y'all. She was like, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Like, and I'm not cussing or yelling or anything, but baby, I don't know if she saw my angry mom face or something. I don't know what happened, but she's like, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Girl, is it really gonna be okay? Like, okay. But yeah, that's what happened. Uh-oh. Girl, is it really? So yeah, man, y'all just be careful at the ATMs. Um, did not expect that to happen. Like, I mean, we almost 2 years in. I've never had anything crazy like that happen. I'm really hoping I'm keep positive thoughts, positive vibes, positive energy. I'm just, it's gonna force us to get up in the morning and be out the house. But we gonna do that. But that's not what tonight's live was about. Um, today's live is scheduled to talk about avoiding scams here in Merida, and it's been a whole lot of scammy energy going on here in Merida lately, and everybody's gonna say, "Oh, afraid my car to get stuck in the machine." I've heard stories. My car got stuck in the machine last year at Ben Norte. It actually it came out and got sucked back in. I went down there. I went back to the bank the next day. You got to go back to the actual bank. I went back the next day. I was there when they opened, and me and my Google Translate or my Apple Translator, I told them what happened, and they was able to get it out. But actually, when I got there in the morning, it said the machine was inoperable. So I went over there and I talked to them. I had to show my passport. I had to show my passport and something. They needed two forms of ID from me, and they gave it back to me. But yeah, I want to talk to y'all about scamming that's been going on, child. And then the other thing is now I got a bruise. The door at the ATM closed back on me, child, and because it was like so tight, child, and beat me up. Okay, so let's get into the topic of the night. I done told y'all my story settled in. We got more people here. Hey everybody, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's talk about the topic of the week, which is avoiding scams. All right, here in Merida. All right, and also how to deal with it. And a lot of this stuff has to deal with fear, right? That's why I feel like both of these topics go together hand in hand. Okay. So one of the big things, and I want to let everybody know, my relocation specialist video is not targeted at any one specific person. I made that video because people keep asking me about relocation services and things like that, and I'm a YouTuber, y'all. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm a mama first, and I'm a YouTuber second. As I'm probably a YouTuber, probably like fifth in the line, but I'm not a relocation specialist. I cannot help you with your immigration. I gave y'all a really good reference, Miriam Davis on Facebook. She is awesome. Her prices are fair. She is solid. That's a good person to go to for if you need immigration help and things like that. Book a consultation with her. I cannot give you a good reference for a relocation specialist because I have not used one. Realtor, I have Cynthia, who is from Cancun, but she is a realtor here in Mexico. And then I also have Kiapa. Also, those are the only, unless you want my pool guy and my former housekeeper. You can't have my current housekeeper, but my former housekeeper. Those are the recommendations I can give y'all as far as services. It's very few other services that I can actually recommend. As far as relocation specialists, I do not have a relocation specialist that I have vetted and can recommend to people. So that's one reason why I don't recommend them. However, I hear the horror stories. Okay. That's the only reason why I made the video explaining I couldn't do it. Okay. It's not something I want to do. But also the fact of you need to vet the person that you're giving your money to. You need to vet them and make sure that what you're looking for aligns with them. But my relocations video was not targeted to one person. So the people trying to come for me talking about da 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 da, listen, I don't really care what you got to say because what I said is what I said, and I still stand on it. Yesterday, 3 weeks ago when I made the video, and today here again on the live. Okay. A lot of times, and even with relocation specialists and a lot of other services, those people make their money based on fear. Okay. We go into new situations, we go into new locations, we go into new things, and we want, oh, I need somebody who's going to walk me through this, right? When in reality, a lot of us have done it without the services. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with those services and pay those people whatever they want, but just make sure whoever you're paying is good. But there's so much information on YouTube, there's so much information in these groups. Now, I'm not saying go through and ask somebody to do all the work for you. If you come with 90%, I'm pretty sure there's somebody gonna help you with 10. Okay. And we all hit bumps along the way and we reach out and ask our community and they help us. But the scammers are really playing up on people's fears. All right. Yes, baby. And another thing is when you have to 1 minute. Chicken nugget, you can come down, baby. Sorry, y'all. So another thing is as far as the fears. This week in the buy sell group, which is a group that was created by an expat here because it's needed. Let's just be honest, right? If I can show you, let me show you. Madonna just moved with her family and left. Child, I got a air fryer. I got some hangers up here. I got a bed from her and some more stuff. Okay, this buy sell group is awesome. You got to get in there. You got to be quick though. You got to tussle with the girls and the guys a little bit, and you'll get what you need. Okay, but that group is designed for people who are here in Merida, either coming in or leaving. If you're coming in, you're leaving, you're moving, you're upsizing, you're downsizing, and you got stuff that you want to get rid of. Okay, whether it's new or gently used, kids outgrowing stuff, you thought you was gonna work out, you decided you wasn't gonna work out no more. Different things like that. You can just sell your stuff. It's kind of like the yard sale groups on Facebook back in the States, but it's on WhatsApp. All right. This lady came into the look at Shamice. Anyway, this lady came into the group and she was selling stuff, right? And she was selling things that are deemed imports here because they're not native to Mexico. And she then up priced them for the area because they are just that, an import, right? So Jiffy cornbread, since Trinice already put it in the comments, Jiffy cornbread. All right. Up until a couple months ago, there was not Jiffy cornbread here in Merida, right? So if you wanted that good old Jiffy cornbread, you had to have somebody bring it into you, or get it when you go home, or buy it off of another expat, right? Well, now Shadari sells Jiffy cornbread. It sells it for 25 pesos. However, this person made it seem like it was such a high commodity that you should give her $5 for it, which is roughly 90 pesos, when you can get it for 25 pesos. So the cost of 3 boxes of Jiffy at Shadari, you should give her for one. What happened, baby? I spilled whatever water was in my can. Oh, okay, that's fine. So she then played on people's fears that they was never gonna have some Jiffy cornbread, or it's so hard to find, or maybe she's the one going around buying it up in the store so we can't find it, creating the demand herself. She gonna strong arm y'all into buying her $5 box of Jiffy cornbread when it's $1.40, 50 in Shadari, right? Also selling things like the wine, right? She had some Stella Rosa wine, which you can get at Costco, and it's an import. So yes, it's a little higher. Stella Rosa, what, like 5 to 7, 8, $10 in the States. It costs like about $20 at Costco. Well, let's say this was Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday, right? People reached out to for her like, hey, she was like, oh, I'm selling this wine, da 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 da, and they reached out to her like, hey, let me get that wine off you. And she was like, baby, put the whole thing in the ring. Yep. And she reached out to him and said, let me buy the wine. And then she's selling it for $38. Not like she got it from Costco and she's trying to recoup her money, but she brought it in from the States and she tried to up price it to sell it to people. Well, when so many people were like, no, I'm a pass, then she jumped in the buy sell group and tried to sell the wine and put the wine in there for $15. So naturally, people like, I just tried to buy that wine off of her. And one of the mamas that we went to, we had a play date the night prior. She was like, yeah, this woman tried to sell me wine for $38. I said, $38? She was like, yeah, $38. I'm like, huh, okay. Well, the next day in the buy sell group is when she put it in there for $15. And the mama was like, well, she could have just told me it was $15 yesterday. I would have gave her $15 for the wine yesterday. But now she in the buy sell group selling it for $15, but she was trying to hit me for $38, right? I ain't saying mama made that up because mama followed up and sent me the screenshot. I said, that's some BS. That is crazy, right? She also was selling some braid hair, right? Yes, braid hair is expensive. Braid hair is marked up. However, she was selling individual bundle packs for the price of 3X packs of hair, and it's Spectra hair, which ain't even quality hair. It's the 99-cent hair. And she was marking it up for the price of quality import hair, right? And so I was like, this lady done lost it, right? Not only was it that one mama, but then another mama hit me and was like, sis, you seeing this, what's going on? Because I jumped in the buy sell group and was like, well, you can get Jiffy cornbread at Shajari for a dollar and some change. And somebody put 25 pesos. And I was like, that makes sense. The hair did look used, but I don't think it was used. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't think the hair was used. I just think it's because it's such low quality hair. Spectra hair on like the hair ranking chart, Spectra hair, it ain't down here, but it's like right here. Like it's between a 2 and a 5 on the chart. It ain't up here with like Rua, Outre, or anything like that. It's like it's down here at the bottom, right? So I'm like, So this other mama jumps in and was like, yeah, she tried to sell me the hair for 450 pesos yesterday. I'm like, interesting. Because another mama told me, da da da. She was like, boom. hits me with the screenshots. I'm like, crazy thing is, she hit the one mama with the 38. Hour and a half later, she hit the other mama with the 450 pesos, right? But then she keeps trying to run everything back to USD. She does not accept Cash App. She does not accept Zelle. And you got to meet her all the way in Central to pick up this thing. You cannot send like a Uber car or something like that to go get it. The hair did look a little, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get off the hair. Get up. The hair was bad, okay? So then, y'all know I like to do my little gardening thing or whatever. I got a gardening YouTube coming out on Sunday, so y'all make sure y'all watch that. It's about, my little plant mama life. And I'm like, oh, she was like, I got seeds. All right. I don't know if any of y'all do any type of gardening, but seed packs cost 99 cents to $1.49. The max $2.49. And that's if you're gonna get like a big pack or you're getting some heirloom type products. All right. She was selling them joints for $9, y'all. $9 USD. $9. I was like, I'll be doing some stuff in the name of gardening. And I've been wanting some okra so bad. But here's the beautiful thing about Merida. I can grow 10 months out of the year here because of the climate. Somebody gonna bring me some okra seeds somewhere, okay? Somebody gonna bring me, I'm about to get those $9 seeds. There's nothing in my mind that says this makes sense. And it's up here, she's selling all these random things, right? And it's not like she's selling them with the intention of, oh, I brought these things. I thought I was going to garden. Or I brought this hair and I thought I was none of that. It's literally like I'm trying to make this hustle and I'm gonna take advantage of the people, my community, right? Because this is a person that look like me. You know what I'm saying? And she made the decision that I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna try and flip it. Everybody got to hustle. I get it. Everybody gotta hustle. But when it comes down to it, why should your hustle be at the advantage of taking care of other people, right? And one of the reasons a lot of us came to Mexico is we was trying to get off the rat race. We was trying to, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to avoid like the constant like over exploitation and you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. We was trying to come here to get away from all that. And when we look within our community, we expect our community to be the one that's gonna be fair. I ain't even gonna sit up here in front. Like there are other instances and situations where people reach out and they tell me things and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, don't do that. This is why it's so important to get to know the people in your community. Because and I know just getting here is hard. Like we really lean on our people when we first get here, right? People that talk like us, look like us, and we feel like those gonna be the people that's gonna give us the best. That's gonna give us the lowdown. Like, don't mess with that person. Don't do this. Go here. Don't go there. We feel like that's the thing, but then there's instances where we're hearing people are, blatantly taking advantage of other people, and this is just one instance in that. And a lot of times, again, it comes down to playing on fear. She thought this was gonna be. She did think this was gonna be her side hustle, but I don't think what she realized is that we weren't gonna allow it, right? And the worst thing is there are gonna be some people that's gonna get caught up in it because they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a good deal. You can't get Jiffy here." Oh, just to let y'all know, they got Shea Moisture at Sally's Beauty now. They got it's not just Cantu anymore. They got the full Shea Moisture line at the Sally's Beauty um in Alta Brisa Uptown, the one by Walmart. You got to catch them open. They only open a limited hours, but they got the full Shea Moisture line at Uptown Sally's. So again, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things. And no, it's not even overpriced either. It's regular price. So go there and get your Shea Moisture. They got another line there too, but I can't recommend that line because I don't know if they quality. But yeah, you can go there and get the Shea Moisture, and they have Cantu there if you do Cantu. I don't discriminate on Cantu, but they have stuff. They have more stuff there, and I fully feel like certain things like taco seasoning. You can get taco seasoning at Shadrari. A lot of things that Lawry's. They have Lawry seasoning at Shajari. You know what I'm saying? They had another one of the popular brands there. We were just in Shajari the other night, like Tuesday night or something like that. Right? Yeah, no, you're not gonna be able to get, all the very specific stuff, but there's a lot of good alternatives here. And there's also not a reason for us to be exploiting our people, which is why we need to communicate amongst ourselves the best we can. And I feel like the new people are the ones that are going to be the most taking advantage of the most in these situations, because they're going to feel like, well, what if she said something like, well, good luck finding it if it's in stock, right? And so some people might feel like, oh man, I really do want to cook me some X, Y, and Z this weekend. That Jiffy gonna make it slap, which it will. But don't get caught up in the fear that you may not get it because this woman is selling it for $5. Now, if you just want to support her in her business endeavors, I can respect that. If you want to support her in her business endeavors, I can respect that because clearly she needs the money, because there is no reason why some people will be up selling things the way she is unless she needed the money, you know. Um, but if you want to support her, support her. I'm not saying don't support her. I'm just saying be knowledgeable in what you supporting. Because if you really want that Jiffy for the price that you're willing to pay $5 for, just imagine if you can get you 3 boxes for that price of that one. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you don't have to ration your Jiffy out. You can have you some Jiffy more than once a quarter. Because $5, that's a lot. That's a lot here in Mexico. Let's just be real. And groceries here are expensive. I know groceries never like ain't that bad. Groceries in the States, I get it. I was just there. I know groceries in the States are ridiculous, but groceries here aren't as cheap, especially if you're going into the stores, right? Like if you're not hitting up the mom and pops, you're not hitting up the fruterias, you're not, hitting up the little smaller La tiendas and stuff like that. It's gonna be a little more. Or the tianguis, like the flea markets that they have on the weekends. Like, yeah, that's another place where you can get really good prices for things. So just want to throw that. I just want to throw that out there and let y'all know. So how can we overcome these things and avoid these things? One, communication, right? When you get here, sometimes I feel like you'll ask a stupid question in some of the group chats. Now, some of these Facebook groups, don't ask no questions in there. Please don't. Some of them gonna make you just feel. It's one of these marital groups. I can't. It's not a black group, but it's one of the groups. It's a really big group. But boy, they say they give some dumb responses, make you want to pull up at their house and fight. But in general, you can ask questions. Go to Facebook and look in your group and use the search tab. I know the first thing people want to do is ask, oh, how can I do this? I promise you, if you go to a search tab, it might pop up. Other thing is search YouTube, type in XYZ Mirror to Mexico. The chances of it popping up are real high. There are so many YouTubers explaining their experience here. Like, it's all the free 99 is out there. And I'm pretty sure that you can find it. Find a WhatsApp group that find a WhatsApp group that meshes with what you're looking for. There are a lot of mom groups, homeschool groups, travel groups, spiritual groups. There's a group for everything. You know what I'm saying? Try and find those groups. And one question you can ask in those Facebook groups is, hey, is there a WhatsApp group? Because there's a WhatsApp group for everything out here. It happened to me asking in the group the other day. I said, oh, what happened? What was your question? If you didn't get your question answered, we'll try and answer it tonight for you. Now, if it's something hard, child, I might not be able to help you, but maybe amongst us and on YouTube, we can ask your question. And please don't take it personal, because you don't know what's going on in people's life. Because some people have a bad moment and they let it affect their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like something bad happened to them, and all of a sudden that is the personality identifier. Like my dog died when I was 7, and I just haven't overcome that, and I'm still just, I'm really trying to get through that. Aren't you 40, Lisa? I know it's just had such a big impact on me. Like, because now I have attachment issues because my dog died when I was 7. Like, like, yeah, yeah, just some people, you know. But yeah, just cinnamon. If you didn't get your question answered, drop it in the comments and we'll try and answer it for you the best we can. And that's just kind of what it is in these expat streets. Some people are like, oh, you should be able to find it on your own. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, like, all right, we get it, chill. You know what I'm saying? And then also like group admins, some Facebook groups get to the point the admins get so exhausted, right? Because they've been adminning these groups and they've been answering these same questions and so they get exhausted. I somehow feel like admins and moderators should rotate so people can like get a break from it and rotate and you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they after a certain while they expect new people like dang, I just got here. I just joined this group yesterday. You telling me, oh no, you we don't post about blue on Thursdays. On Thursdays we wear red. Okay, well I didn't know that. Like you didn't have that posted. It's in the what's that one it's pinned at the top. Child, it's 50,000 other things pinned at the top, and you thought I was gonna see that too. Like, come on now. Like, hey Lola, girl, you ain't late. I was late. Ain't you on time? CPT around here. Yeah, I was late too. I had a little incident today, but yeah, I was late too. It's all right. We don't discriminate around here. But yeah, y'all, the groups a lot of times. And then the other thing is, this is mom posted said she needs some help in the group, and I reached out to her. I said, hey, I don't know what your question is, but if I can help you, I do the best I can. And she proceeded to say that she was looking for help. I was asking about moving there with my kids. I got help, but it's pretty much because I can't move there because I don't make enough. I'm not saying it's the messenger's fault. It just sucks. You was trying to find a workaround to the system. You was trying to finesse the system without getting temporary. Well, I give you a way. I'm not saying, oh, I was asking about marital moves. I can't give you a review on marital moves. All right, I'll be honest about marital. My opinion about marital moves. Okay, two things. First, let me tell you the finesse. All right, the finesse, and do with this information what you will. All right, you can come here, overstay your visa, and apply for the regularization program, the RNE program. After 6 months, you can't leave the country. Your visa expires. You go down there, you pay them a little over a grand, I think something like that about. And you get your 4-year permanent residency, and then your kids do it under the family reunification. That's the way you finesse the um, finance way. If you don't make enough. Now I'm not saying if you don't make enough that you should still do it because I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know which consulate you went to. I hear the McAllen, Texas consulate is the most lenient. That one or the Atlanta consulate, they are the most lenient in regards to finances. Okay. So one way you can do it is the regularization program. The regularization program has to be renewed every year. So, for example, I did the regularization program. I did the regularization program because I was advised not to take my financial documents down to show to nobody, right? Only to find out it really wouldn't have mattered anyway or whatnot. So, not take my financial documents and find another way to do it. The way I did it was the regularization program, and it was straightforward. However, my visa expired like January 3rd, something like that. The following Monday would have been January 6th. Typically, that would have made sense. I would have went that week. I would have applied. Things would have went on about my business. However, at the change of the new year, also comes the change in policy. Also, when they increased how much you need to make the fiscal requirements for moving here, as well as whether or not they were going to renew that program. At that time, they had not renewed that program. At that time, you could do a 1, 2, or 3 year temporary um, residency, but they closed it. They didn't reopen the regularization program until like March something for people whose visa expired in January, right? They didn't get to December. It was like the in mid end of March, right? 'Cause I got my residency March 29th. So it had to be like the week prior, but I need to coordinate, childcare and everything. So I went the next week, right? So I was illegally in the country for about 90 days. All right. That wasn't the plan. The plan was it expired on Friday. Monday, I go down there, get my stuff. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Anyway, the next week, I go get it taken care of, going about my business. Well, they had not set whether or not they were going to approve the policy to be renewed another year. However, they did make changes. You couldn't do just 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. You had to do the full 4 year. So the full 4 year cost like $600 something. I believe I can't remember. I do have a video on it, and I had to pay for the full 4 year thing or whatnot. So you can do it. There is a way if you want to work around that. Just know that the change in the new year comes change in policy. So it may or may not be around. I think it will be because they getting their bread off top. I am also excited that I did it because every year the fees go up. So a friend of mine got hers and she has to go every year. She had to go renew for the year and then renew, but the fees went up. So what I paid for my 4 year would have been the equivalent of probably what she would have paid for like 2 years. So, and also, the dollar took a, the dollar took a jump off a bridge, no bungee cord, and it's just diving. So it made more sense. So I'm thankful that I did it now because had I not did it, you know what I'm saying, I would have spent more in the end. I would have had to fly back. I would have most likely went to McAllen, flew back and had to do it the old school way. As far as marital moves, no shade to marital moves, but it gives very, if you in the click, you in the click. Or if I feel like you got a certain amount of dollars or somebody makes a reference for you, right? It like when I reached out, I didn't I wasn't treated like other people. Oh, she's amazing. Da 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 da. I didn't get all that. I didn't get all that. I got very very horrible response time, a little bit of the runaround, and everybody say, "Oh, it's Mexico." It's kind of, but everybody's like, "Oh, she's so quick to respond. She takes care of everything. She's done this, that, and the sun." And a lot of influential people have used her, and they, I mean, speak highly of her. However, I feel like if one of them don't refer you or kind of whatnot, then you're not gonna get that same treatment also in regards to a certain dollar amount. Now, some people gonna say, "Oh no, like you're slander." That was my experience. I can't say that. Other people have had the same experience, so I think it's kind of one of those hit or miss. Maybe she has too many people hitting her up. Maybe she has overload clientele, and so she can't really service everybody. So some people fall through the cracks. I don't know. That's just my experience. So do I advocate for her? No, I don't. I don't because my experience was poor. As customer service in general here in Merida, a little slow. Yes, it's slow, but baby, it's slow, and then it's also just I ain't messing with you, and that's what I got. She wasn't rocking with me, and so I had to respect that. Vegas is low and will accept residents of other states to apply. Thank you, Tremaine. See, Cinnamon, hopefully you can get the information you need. Phoenix is the cheapest at the moment. Okay, boom. And B Michelle, you're coming from Texas, right? It was someone in the group that told me it's about 5,000 I need to make a month, but when I move, my income will be half of that once I quit. Now they ain't asked you about what your moving income. It ain't based on your moving income. It's based on the income you take when you apply. So do with that what you will. I plan on trying it out for 3 to 6 months before deciding. We need a temp for that, right? No, you can come in on a tourist visa if you're only doing 3 to 6 months. You don't need a residency visa. Um, they have soon appointments available. I requested an appointment on Sunday and was able to get scheduled for 15th of September. McAllen went up. It's because we all kept saying McAllen is the cheapest. McAllen said, "Y'all, I'm tired of y'all coming up here." So yeah. Well, just sentiment. I hope you feel better. I hope the ladies were able to help you in the comments feel better about this decision as far as going ahead. I do think that sometimes in those groups, I think people just get tired. Let me put my sketchy 500 peso back in my bag so I can take it back to the bank tomorrow and see if they'll take it. Can y'all take this, please? And I don't even, never mind. I don't know. We'll see. If y'all see me out here stressed and pressed, y'all just pray for me. That's all y'all got to do. Just pray for me. So if I get down to that bank tomorrow and they tell me they ain't got my 9,500 pesos, you gonna see about me on the Yucatan news. I'm late. Yep, you late. You late. It's been a day, bruh. It's been a day. It has. It really has been a day. I'm walking around with fake money, and the ATM stole some money. It's been a day. Somebody told me the other day, Mercury is in retrograde. Child, it's retrograding. I mean, it's slipping and sliding all on my life lately. Okay, I'm glad you feel better. Don't feel sad. Don't feel sad. Don't let these people don't let their negativity pass on to you. Like I know that flight. Listen, flights is crazy. Yep, you out there with the monopoly money. Man, listen, and I got it from the ATM. I got it from the ATM. I'm briefly tell y'all. I said at the beginning, but I went to y'all don't even talk to Dallas. Dallas act like they giving people keys to the city when they get to let you leave the country. Like I don't know if you get a bonus for every person you deny, but they out of control. Dallas out of control. So I went to the ATM today to take money out and deposit it because Wise has been having a bit of delay, and I'll try to pay my rent in advance or whatever. And this is actually my first month paying rent, so I definitely don't want to be late. I don't want to start, you know what I'm saying? And so I went to the ATM to pull money out, and the money came out, but as I put my hand there to get it, it sucked it back in, right? So it was 9,500 pesos, and I just like I ain't even know what to do, right? I was just stuck like Chuck. So then, fast forward, I went to go deposit the money into my bank, which is BBVA. I don't pull money from BBVA because they ridiculously high with their fees, but I do bank with them. So I went to go deposit the money into BBVA, and I went to go put in 12,000 pesos. And when I went to put the 12,000 pesos in, it only accepted 11,500 pesos. So it spit one of the 500 peso bills back out to me. And then I'm looking at the bill, and the bill looks sketchy. I'm gonna show y'all the bill again. The bill looks sketchy. Um, and then so I was like, okay. I went to go deposit the rest of the money into the ATM, and when I put it in, it accepted all that money and gave me this 500 peso bill back. Now, I will be 100% honest with you. When I was looking at this bill in comparison to the other bills, something about this don't look right. Again, just kind of glancing at it, it looked off just a little bit. And I was thinking, maybe, this could have been printed, this could be 2019 printing and the rest of them 2023. I don't know. So the ATM would not take this bill. So I gotta go back to the bank tomorrow anyway, because I'm trying to get my 9,500 pesos back. And so hopefully they'll take this 500 peso bill. or I'm gonna be just paying giving it off at some random Walmart, because I have heard that there are some sketchy bills floating around, and you just gotta keep. Some people will get a bill back to you. You just gotta keep shuffling it around until somebody takes it. So I'm hoping that I just go down there and they count the ATM and they realize that it's over 9,500 pesos, and they give me my money back. So yeah, see, it's easier. It's easier now at first because I'm still pressed. I still feel it, like in my chest right here. Y'all ever had that feeling, like you feel it in your chest? Yeah. And yes, BBVA. Listen, unless I'm using my BBVA card to do something, I don't go there unless I'm putting money in the machine or taking money out on that light blue card. Other than that, I don't mess. I don't mess with I don't mess with BBVA. But I love them though. They solid. At least you can get it back, unlike me. Girl, I be down there fighting them people for my 24,000 pesos. She didn't lose it to the monopoly man. She lost it to a shady landlord. That's what she lost her money to. Y'all be careful. Again, scammers gonna scam. As far as deposits go, they can take your deposit in 24,000 pesos. Yeah, they can take your deposit and saying, "Oh yeah, we'll approve you," but then in the process, they could keep making, unrealistic requests and things of that nature. I ain't gonna tell all sis business and get to the point to where all of a sudden you're magically not approved, and then um they just keep your deposit. So beware. I would say have something drawn up in place to be like, okay, if you know, per the owner's decision, I do not meet requirements, my deposit will be refunded or something. But yeah, with Monopoly money, no, she lost real money. She definitely learned the lesson, baby. That was an expensive lesson. 24,000 pesos is an expensive lesson. Um, so I don't pay about $1. 1,400 to have me jumping a fence or two. Listen, it's one of them. If I see you on the street, it's on site. That's an on site moment. We all trying to do better. We all trying to do better. Let's we all trying to do better. And that other person is gonna get a 48,000 peso slap in the face some other kind of way. Because I always say if I lose 10, I get 100 back. So mm, you think it's hilarious now? Yeah, it gets better as time goes. It gets when bad things happen, it gets better as time goes on. And you can look at the situation and be like, "Oh, girl, that time, da 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 da." Yeah, whew, man. But yeah, that's an expensive lesson to learn. And again, I feel like sometimes that's why I always say, like, take your time when moving into a place, because sometimes I feel like the fear of, oh my God, I'm not gonna find a place, I'm gonna lose this place, because everybody's like, oh, the market is so fast, it's moving, put your deposit down, put your deposit down, and a lot of landlords are not honoring it. I know I put my video up about my new build. There is a Facebook thread, I believe it's Brothers and Sisters of Merida Group. There's a thread on there where a woman is talking about her new build, and she's been in since like March, and she has had nothing but problem after problem after problem after problem, and the landlord is not honoring it and coming to fix it. That right there would have me ready. That would have had me ready. I appreciate I've had problem after problem after problem, but my landlord has come through every single time, and he has showed up and he has taken care of everything. But if I was there and the landlord keep whoa 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 whoa, and then I would have been whoa 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 with that rent too. You wouldn't have got a rent if I wouldn't have got no services and repairs done around the house. So yeah, that would have been another thing. I would have been staying there 2 months getting my deposits worth, and at the same time looking for me another place or something. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And again, don't let that deter you from coming to Merida, because it's slum lords in the US all over the place. Just turn on YouTube. Um She said, I definitely think I saved my future self by taking that L. And sometimes it's better to just walk away from people. If you realize the relationship is going to be sour from the jump, you question that person like, dang, they seem money hungry, or they made a promise, yeah, we're gonna have, this done or this done, and you show up to sign a lease and it hasn't, you know, occurred yet, you already know what it is. Especially, if she was talking about, oh, we had to use that money to finish the house. Hold on. Well, what if I didn't give you the money? Was you not going to be able to finish the house? Mm. And still can't prove whether the house is finished. It's sketchy. Sketchy. It's sketchy people everywhere, as I'm saying, as we are talking about the scammers. Okay. How do you avoid scammers? Let me tell you one thing I do. I'll have somebody I say, hey y'all, can you reach out to this person and ask them how much they charge? That's one thing I do. I do. I do. If it's something I want to pay for, and I feel like people have this imaginary belief that Kitty got money when I don't. I'm a single mama on a budget. I just stick to my budget very well. Um, I will have somebody, hey, reach out to so and so and ask them how much they charging. I will. Ain't got no shame in my game. Ain't got no shame in my game. I will ask a random person, not random, completely random. I ask somebody else to reach out and see how much they charging on this, that, or the third. Because I want to make sure I'm not trying to get run through the ringer. And nothing is, I'll ask, and some people feel like it's rude, but I say, well, how much did they charge you? If you don't mind, mind me asking, or you don't mind me telling, because I want to know. Did they quoted me 900 pesos? They quoted you 750. What? Well, why yours 750? Why mine was 900? Right? I got it. I want to know. Did you offer something extra? Did you got something? Was yours bigger? Your task was bigger than mine or smaller than mine? Like, I want to know. I think that's just one of those things. Also, did they policies change? Did they price change? You got to do what you can to protect yourself. Especially being foreigners, right? Especially like if you don't speak the language. Also, if you don't have people to reference. I know a lot of people come and like, I don't need nobody. It's just me and my kids. I don't need nobody. Da 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 da. Child, you out here getting cracked over the head. Just getting cracked over the head because of the fear. Because of the fear, you're paying excessive amounts for services. There are a lot of services here that people are paying a lot for. That's completely unnecessary. That there is a local equivalent that's gonna be just good, just have you working and operating great. You just have to be bold enough to step outside your comfort zone and go for it, right? And a lot of the locals are just fine if you use Google Translate with them. They will be just fine because a lot of these expat prices, baby, they giving you the premium price based on what they think you got in your bank account, and it could be -$2, but they think it's more than that, so they're gonna shoot for more than that, and they're gonna try and get it every single time. And I'm just saying, buyer beware. All right, buyer beware. That's right. You gotta ask questions, right? And some people got this fear. Well, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because I got money. I don't want them to think I'm broke. Oh, okay, even better. You got money. That's good. Do the best you can to hold on to it. Don't just be giving it away because you don't want people to think that you ain't got no money. People to think that you broke. Y'all can think whatever y'all want about me. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't have any money, y'all be talking about me. Bad. Real bad. Down bad. So no, don't have no fear. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself, especially being out here. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself and be, you know what I'm saying? Just be honest with yourself and be like, I'm in a new place. I'm starting over. Like if you come, especially if you come from a place where you know everything, where everything is. Just the other day, we was out looking at neighborhoods and found like a trapeze center with really great prices, like for training. And that's another like great resource to know about. But if you're not moving around your community, you just trying to stay in the expats and only support the expats and da da da, baby, you be down bad every single time because they gonna try and get an American dollar out of you in a Mexican peso economy every single time. They trying to get they 15.6 to I think ain't that what it is today? 15.6. 15.6 to 1 out of you. All right. And that's insane. Everybody think I'm the brokest person alive. Please believe I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I really don't. Watch out back in the kitchen again. You know what I'm saying? Send food stamps. What you looking for, honey? Who? Oh, your dog cup. Oh. But yeah, my child in the kitchen again. Y'all wanna know where all my money go? She eats it. That's where all my money went. And if she don't eat it, he do. Down on the floor. She stay trying to sneak downstairs. Y'all, bless her heart. Now she in the kitchen trying not to make noise. I know y'all hear. She just trying to be respectful of my YouTube life. I love her. She's so smart. But yeah, she still look for that dog cup. So if anybody have any more questions or whatnot, I was late, so I'm staying another 15 minutes. I'm gonna honor my hour, y'all. I'm gonna honor my hour. I didn't make the bread today, y'all. I didn't. I ended up going shopping with my friend, and we ended up doing it all day. Had this little girls' day out, and we did not bake the bread today. So I ain't even gonna do it tomorrow either, or Saturday, cause I'm gonna be tired. Cause I'm going out tomorrow. Then Sunday, I have 2 events to go to on Sunday. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not about to tell the people on YouTube either. We'll talk about it later. I don't know. Y'all hurt my back. I don't know how I'm gonna be all looking all cute tomorrow going out. My back hurt. I don't even know if I can wear heels. I've been walking like an old grandma all day. That pause of realization when she realized you saw her in the video. Huh? No, Auntie bought me some cups. She bought me my own cups. You gonna snitch on me if I did take Auntie cups? I mean, I'm gonna need you to pick a team sometimes. Be your own kids, y'all. Be your own kids. Yeah, yeah, she funny. Um, okay, yeah, don't let fear consume you. Avoid the scammers the best way you can. Double check the price on things. What else I gotta tell y'all? I think that's it. I hope I did a good job explaining this to y'all today. I was thrown off, y'all. I wasn't gonna lie, I was thrown off. 9,500 pesos is, I don't know, that's a lot of money. 9,500 pesos is a lot of money to be missing. And then getting that sketchy 500 peso bill. You know, what if they don't take? I'm gonna give somebody. I'm gonna go to Walmart. Walmart seem like they my baby's looking at me like Walmart. I'm telling Walmart look like they take sketchy money. They don't do the what you call it thing or hold it up to the light. Um, I just realized I may be able to do a tourist visa. Well, you can always a tourist visa. Yeah, I just realized I may be able to do a tourist visa since I've only been to Mexico once. But then would I just overstay? I've been there before. Hate to be the only one alone with all this. Girl, ask your question. I committed 60 minutes of my time to this. Girl, get off 60 of these minutes. Make it the cinnamon show, child. Make it the just cinnamon show. Yeah, you have to have a visa. You have to have a stamp, one stamp prior to the year prior. So, okay, so that was my thing. Because I drove in, my other passport was stolen. And then I had a cruise stamp. The only my one stamp was that they used was from 2019, And then the other one was my 2022 stamp for 2023, right? So it was just a year prior. My passport book with my other stamps in it, it was stolen from like my other trips to Mexico. So yeah, they did accept it. You could reach out to Valeria. That was the immigration attorney I used, and I would just ask it like this. I would say, "Hey, I'm here in Merida right now." I just like this. Like I ain't telling you how to finance. I would just say, "I'm here in Merida now, and my visa expires. My visa expires January 10th or whatever, right? I only have one other stamp from, I don't know, say April of 2023. Would I be eligible in 2024 for the RNE program with only one other stamp, right? Besides this stamp right here, and see what she says, because they usually require it to be a year or two prior. I would say do it and try it out. If all else fails, you can do border runs and go to San Diego and fly to San Diego from Merida and cross the border and try again. That's all I can say. But yeah, reach out to Valeria. Message me on Facebook. It's Bad Luck Kitty. Same spelling, Kittie. Message me on Facebook and I'll give you her what you call it, so you can just reach out to her. If you don't ask questions, how will you ever know? I'm just already got my bags packed, money saved, and all that to move. Then her kids can't get in school without residency. What school? Which school you trying to send your kids to that they need residency? Because I know a whole lot of these kids ain't got no residency. What school? What school they trying to go to without residence? That you need a residency. That's another good question. What school you trying to send them to? You trying to send them to a local school because they do need to have a CURP number. That's so weird. The CURP CURP number. Um, B Michelle, message me, girl. You got my info. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And you know what? I in my video I did. I complained though because I was like, in my residency video, I complained because I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to pay these people. You can do it yourself. You can. But again, I was afraid. I admit that I was afraid. I'm like, Lord, I'm overstaying this visa. I'm out here illegal. I'm riding dirty. I'm the person, I'm not that person. Listen, I have not one ride or die in me. So I was like, I can't do it, you know. So I did pay for her, and I think the fee was like 5,000 pesos or something. She did everything or whatever. So yeah, in the end, it was everything I went through was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. Sitting here now. I don't know. 5 months later. 5 months later, it's totally worth it. To the international school, one person told me all this past few days. I'm just double checking with y'all. Which international school? It's so many international schools here. Oh my God, it's so many international schools here that you which one? Which one? And also email the school and ask them, but it depends on which school you're talking about. Again, it's people come just becoming it's it's people that come here and they just be transitioning through like nomadic lifestyle and they just be here 90 days and they put their kids in school. They don't have residency. So I don't know. I guess it depends on the school that you want them to go through. I was just told international school in general. But that ain't true. I would say that depends on the international school. And when I tell you it's a bajillion of them, It's a bajillion of them. If that international school they was talking about won't take your kids without residency, child, go to the next one. Go to the next one. I'm telling you, I know some kids here they was dirty. You know what I'm saying? The family was dirty like me, and their kids went to school. They were I homeschool, but I know a family. Kids was here. Kids was riding dirty, and they was waiting to they was waiting on some documents or whatever. They was riding dirty, and the kids was in school just fine, and it was a international school. So yeah, reach out to the school. Are you in the Melanin Moms of Mexico WhatsApp group? If you're not in that group, I say jump in the Melanin Moms WhatsApp group, and then within that group, there are subgroups for whatever school you are interested in sending your kids to. The moms have breakout groups where they have WhatsApp groups for Lions, Rogers Hall, Smartium, uh, child, I can't even remember that one. There's a Montessori school. There's also a mom here doing a nature school of some sort. Miriam Davis also has started up a micro school here. Uh, child, listen, you know what? Just in a minute. Message me on Facebook, sis. All right. Yeah, message me on Facebook, and if you don't have the links for those things, then I will definitely get you those. See, those are stuff you can message me, right? That stuff makes sense. But then messaging me and saying, I wanna move to Mexico, but I only got $47 in my checking account. How do I do it? Child, go take them $47, go down to your local corner store, and you wanna do some quick picks, and then you wanna use your favorite people's birthdays and the number 9. That's the best I got for you. I hope you hit big. That's all I got for you because I don't know what to tell you. Right. But if you have done your due diligence and you reaching out, that information, yeah, that's stuff you need a little help with. That's all. That's all. Just a minute. Don't be scared to ask questions. And yeah, use the search function though. A lot of times there's a lot of good stuff in the search function. Oh, hey Shanna, welcome, 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 welcome on in. But yeah, sometimes I play all day. I do. Yeah, I do. Hey, can you get a puppy dog some water, please? Um, I do play all day, y'all. I'm not about to be pressed and upset about life, and I'm not about to allow people to impact my mood. Now that ATM did impact my mood, but I feel better now. But ATM one, Kitty zero. I'm gonna be honest about that. The ATM got that. I did. I didn't want him crunching while I was on live. No, I've been saving. We'll have income. It just ain't added up to what I've been told by one person. Who told you that? Who told you that? See, now I want to know who told you that. Who told you that? What they? Because you know what I'm saying. The other thing is, just like that woman was saying, that y'all need to get the my my thing is messy because I'm about to do a what you call it? What you call it? Go ahead, baby. What you call it? Not a DIY, like no DIY. What you call it, baby? Decorate something. Yeah, I'm about to do a decorate my bathroom with me, and so all the stuff from the bathroom is on the table, and so I'm like, well, I don't want people to think my house dirty, and it's stuff for that project that's on the table. That I said I was gonna start this weekend, but I messed up my back some kind of way, so I may not start it this weekend. But it's the best place for it because where else am I gonna put it? I don't know, y'all. My house ain't dirty. I don't keep a dirty house in general. What else, saying? Sorry, y'all. I get distracted. The person that told you something, yes, they could have been selling you something. Was that person trying to sell you something? Or was that person's friend, right? Oh, yeah, you can't do this, that, and the other. Um, you can't do this, that, and the other. But if you reach out to my friend so and so, they can help you get you this, that, this, that, and the other, right? So not only you got to watch out for the scammers, you got to watch out for the people's friends, because a lot of times people be having referral bonuses, and they don't give you no notification that they getting a referral fee for sending people over there or whatnot. They ain't got no disclaimer attached to the information. Said I need to try not and move to a bougie area. Yo, who said that? What's a bougie area? Y'all know what's crazy? My homegirl is looking at houses right now, and I don't know what a bougie area is, but she's been looking at in a lot of really good areas, and she kind of got me like, dang, she done found some gems, child. She done found some gems. Looking through Easy Broker and Facebook Marketplace and things, things like that. She found this one house yesterday, I believe. The pool was like, child, like look, do laps in this pool inside the Periferico. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Chicken nugget, do me a favor and plug this up. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying not to let the light go out. I need to plug up. But yeah. Thank you, baby. But yeah, you gotta watch out for people. Not moving to a bougie area. Babe, what's a bougie area? Cause you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people can make it hood. Maybe sell something and friends sell too. I'm like, it's not bougie. You said it's most international schools in the north. I'm just say drop the name or drop the initials. I bet you I can figure it out. Drop the initials. You drop the initials, I'll be able to figure. You drop the initials, I'll figure it out. The north, I guess. Kinetics, I'll forward you the links. Let's see. Maybe sell something in France sell to them like bougie area. What's the area? But see, here's the thing, right? Because people be like, oh, you don't need to move into no bougie area. You need to get here. You need to find you a place that's affordable, da 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 da. And then they turn around and be living in a bougie area. I'm like, hold on. Bougie area. I'm like, hold on. You telling people she give you no food, puppy dog? Oh, I know it's late. I'm about to get off here with these people. Yeah, they interrupting your dinner time. Mm-hmm. They not right. Um, she's not any of the black. She's not in any of the black groups. What's her name? What's her name? I'm luxury loving. Wow, I need all the bougie. Yeah, don't let nobody. What if you don't move to a bougie area? Where you gonna move? Huh? Well, then drop her name then. I'm like, who is she? Who is she to tell you where you can go? Like, what's your budget? You know what I'm saying? Like, who? Come on, let's just be honest. Like, there are a lot of nice the hood, but what is the hood of Merida? Because the reality is, you're not gonna end up in the hood of Merida because they don't. Most of the places, get down, get down, get down. Most places in the hood of Merida don't advertise on Facebook Marketplace. They don't advertise on Easy Broker. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So you realistically you wouldn't end up in a hood anyway because they don't need to go to those places because all of their places are being rented out old school word of mouth. So you know what I'm saying? And what is the hood? The hood to me and the hood to you may not be the same thing. Like I live in the country now, right? What people consider the country. It's a whole lot of trees between me and the city, right? Like I live in the country. So what could be considered the hood to somebody could have been the neighborhood I just left from in comparison to the Yucatan Country Club. I could have been that could have been the hood. So y'all don't listen again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you feel a little more renewed about, your move. And it seems like you have been doing your due diligence. Keep that up. Stay the course, make your budget, stick to it, know what you want, know what you need for you and your family, and then do that. I was in the Western Merida and loved it. Juan Pablo too. Juan Pablo too. Somebody the other day was saying that they found a really nice place in Juan Pablo too. And it came with all the stuff included and whatnot. And also what you need may not be what I need, right? Some people need whatever. They need to be able to walk downstairs in their apartment and be able to walk to the coffee shop. I'm not even getting up to go to a coffee shop. I can live without a coffee shop. If I never see a coffee shop, I'll be okay. Now my child might not be okay, but I'll be okay if I never see a coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's needs are different. So just because, again, another reason why I couldn't be a relocation specialist, because you could be coming up here saying, I need this, and I'm like, this is absolutely absurd. Man, why do you need that? That's ridiculous. But then again, just because I don't need it doesn't mean that you don't need it for whatever, what I'm saying, whatever is going on in your life. Not sure if she's trying to detour me or just help. They probably was trying to get her in the apartment she was telling me about. Probably. I'm trying to have a coffee shop in my house. Keurig always hidden. You know what I'm saying? I like to be comfortable at home. I do. My baby a homebody, so therefore I must be stuck at home with her. And in that same breath, I need to be comfortable while I'm here with everything I need. So no, you're not about to have me in some trap house because it's only, you know, 12,000 pesos and it's all the way out in Cauquel in the middle of nowhere and it take me 45 minutes to get there and Uber don't even come my way to pick me up to take me anywhere else. No, let's be real. Let's be honest. Is that what we want? No. Do we all love some good affordable rent? Yes. Yes, we all love good affordable rent. But is that something that we need to sacrifice in the event um, of all the other things that we want in life? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Yeah, whoever she is, get rid of she. Whoever whoever she is, she ain't your friend. She ain't your, I don't know. I don't know what their motivation is. I don't know what their motivation is for deterring you. You moving. You gonna move and you gonna do it. And then when you get here, you jump on the live, be like, I did it, y'all. I'm here. Me and the cat and the dog and the duck and the kids, we here. When you do it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a celebratory moment. But don't let people deter you just because they can't afford to live in the bougie area. And again, I don't listen. And when it comes, like I live in a provider now. Do I need a provider? No, I didn't live in a provider for more time than I've been here. And when people are like, oh, it's in a provider, I'm like, that I don't get the point. I don't get the point. I do live in one now, but I don't get the point of it. I could live without it. Trying to make sure I check my phone for the gate guard to let the Uber in. I'm used to Uber just pulling up on my front door. Do I need that? No, I don't need that. Them let me, oh, they coming to deliver something. I don't need that. I don't need you to tell me who coming to. I'm not hiding from nobody. I do the best I can not for people not to know where I live at, but it's not that big of a deal to me, like to live in a provider. It just sounds fancy. I live in a provider. Why? Now everybody know who coming and going. What if I was trying to sneak a little something in the house? You know what I'm saying? Now everybody like, oh, he went to visit her last week. He's back again. You know what I'm saying? Like the security guard told my Uber driver that I speak Spanish and I'm Honduran. Shout out to me and my improving Spanish, but now the people in the community think I'm Honduran. That's cool. I'm gonna roll with it too. I had a little bump in the road and I'm still coming. Girl, that bump wasn't little. That was a big old bump. That was a medium. That was a medium sized bump. It wasn't little. That was a medium sized bump. But you still coming? Pull up, honey. Pull up. Don't let other people. And I guess again, it comes down to I don't know what that person's motivations for telling you that were. I don't know. I don't know what they gain from. Say everybody's like trying to be overly helpful. My main thing is if you want to do it, do it. The next thing you want to know is, can you afford to do it? If you run the numbers and you can afford to do it, then do it. And then after that, the next thing that you want to do is, am I mentally prepared to do this? You got all them things together, just go do it. Worst thing that can happen, it failed and you have to go back home. That's it. But at least you tried. Child, at least you tried. Yeah, y'all didn't know I'm Honduran. I'm Honduran. Y'all can't tell. Don't y'all see it? Y'all see it? If y'all don't see it, that's because y'all need glasses. That take that up with your optometrist, not with me. But I'm Honduran. Y'all didn't know that. Yeah, that person. Yeah, you. And that's the other thing. When it comes down to the scammers, okay, when we talking about you gotta understand what are the motives? You know what I'm saying? What are the motives behind that person telling you that? I thought the purpose of living in many provider was the amenities. That's what it is. Ask me how many times. Ask me how many public amenities we've used thus far. It's been raining, so it's been raining, so we haven't really had the opportunity to use any of the amenities, right? Because of the rain. So we haven't been able to really get out and explore, use the parks or anything. Everything's been just so saturated. So we haven't used them yet. We coming up on 30-ish days in, coming up on our first month. So we haven't used any of the amenities. And the security guards have been good as resources. They know everything, everybody, and I'm telling you, they have been resources for me. So other in keeping it safe from whoever. But you know what? You know what? I ain't gonna shade the security guards. I'm not. Because when the electricity went out that one time, I messaged them and they were like, oh, yes. They were like, yes, we've contacted CFE in regards to the electricity being out. So, I guess that's part of their job too. So, and that's one less thing I got to worry about. So, I appreciate that too. I'm using my amenities all the time. Yeah, when it stopped raining, like the rainy season seemed to be just stretching on. Like a little bit. My pool looked green. I'm like, dang, like the rain has been just so. And the other thing is, I think it's because also there's more trees. The peso value sank today. I read. Don't see now, just cinnamon. Don't be talking about sad stuff on here. But yeah, the peso did take a jump off the being the peso being real ghetto lately. Real ghetto. I don't even know what to do about it. I don't even I don't even know what to do about the peso being so ghetto. Okay, I'm getting off. In Montreal yesterday, the rain was insane. I think the rain has been really because it's hurricane season, and even though we haven't been in the past, we've been just getting a lot of the tropical rain from it. So yeah, it's been bad. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off. I'm done with these people. I'm done with these strangers. I know. I'm done. All right, y'all. I stayed on. Sorry, I was a little late. I'm gonna do better next week. Oh, I do have a new upload schedule. My previous upload schedule was Sunday, Sunday. I forgot what the old schedule was. But anyway, here's the new schedule. The new schedule is Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday uploads, and Thursday live. That's what I got for y'all. That's what I got for y'all. Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, video uploads right here on Bad Luck Kitty. Thursday, I'll be live at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And everybody else, do the best you can figuring that out because I can't do that right now off the top of my head. Okay? Yeah, that's what I got. All right. I appreciate everybody for joining in. Please be on the lookout for my next video, which is Sunday. Which is Sunday, will be my next video. I appreciate you all. Until next time, bye. Okay, puppy dog. I'm gonna get you some I'm gonna get you some what you call that stuff? Dog food. Let me figure out how to get this thing turned off.